Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. See, we'll go here. And oh, there we are. I think that is everything that I need. And there we go. Okay. So let's see if we can get started. First things first, nothing crazy coming out from the FOMC today. Today is the 9th, December 9th. We only have the commercial paper, foreign exchange rates, and selected interest rates, which always come out. Let's talk a little bit about last week's close. Oh man, we dug out of a nice little hole there. Let's jump over here to the scans. Let's see. Date. Nice little hole there. This morning on the scans, though, we have a couple of movers. We'll look through the catalyst and everything. LDTC leading the way with almost 400 shares traded. ZEO 106, Duo 51, ASST 47, UOKA 44, Rhyme 16, RGTI 15%, and below that is just kind of not gappers. All right, so let's just talk through some of the things that went on last week. End of the week, I ended up getting some great trades on GXAI. I bought 2 times basically. One time in the morning for this larger rip, and then I played down here for the smaller little rip. Then into aftermarket, it kind of skyrocketed, but I wasn't holding over the weekend. I was already green on the week. This thing went all the way up to almost $5. And so definitely a nice move that just confirms that, hey, my idea was right. It continued into aftermarket, but I took what I could off of that. But it is not looking so great on today, up 31% with only 11 million shares traded, with all of these that are almost what 50 million shares in the trading. So, and plus it doesn't have a live active catalyst for today. The last catalyst was the one that I traded, so I'm gonna leave that one alone today. Let's start going down and looking for catalysts and all of that good stuff. Good morning, Lori Lee. We'll start with LDTC, and we'll just go down the list. Oh, this is just my journal. All right, over to NASDAQ. Let's start with LDTC. Letter Tech Holdings Inc. common shares. So an hour ago, they entered into amendments to credit facility and bridge financing offer. Same news there. Announces collaboration with Texas Instruments for advanced driver assistance systems and autonomous driving solutions. Okay, driver assistance. Okay, so it's got 4 things here. It does have a catalyst, so I'll add that to our watch, and then we'll dive into the more relevant statistics later. Next one is ZEO, up 106%. Press releases, November 6th. That's dead to me. Next is Duo. DUO. Last news was on November 7th. That's dead. UOKA. up 46%. Last news was on December 2nd. Announces ticker symbol change. So they changed their ticker symbol. And they've been looking like battling with the NASDAQ notification letter regarding bid price deficiency. So not looking so great on that one. ASST is the next one. Asset Entities acquires 50% ownership of film, TV streaming, and this news came out on November 26th, and no more news. That one's dead to me. Next one is RIM, RIM. Okay, Algorithm Holdings. 3 days ago, Univest Securities announces a 9.5 million public offering for its client Algorithm Holdings Inc. That was 3 days ago. Not too recent. All right, that one's dead. RGTI. November 26th, $100 million direct offering. Offering. All right. And one more SXTC, which is only up 6% now. Wow, it just dropped a little bit. And last news on that one was October 7th. Okay, so the only one that I see with Catalyst is LDTC. We'll dive into Yahoo Finance on this one, see what else we can learn about it. Let's go to statistics. Looking like the float is 19.73 million. We have some insider help, or the percent of insiders holding is higher than the institutions, but it's not like the ones that we saw last week where it was like institutions had 0 and the insiders had like 50%. Let's see about who's actually holding this. Okay, so we got top holders, Field at Limited. I don't know what that is. Clear Street, Cohen, any big names in here? UBS Group. Not really seeing any big names. Let's go to the profile and see where they're located, where they originated from. LeddarTech Holdings Inc. provides AI-based fusion and perception software solutions for advanced driver assistance solutions and autonomous driving applications in Canada. It offers LeddarVision, a raw sensor fusion and perception platform for automotive and off-road industrial vehicles. The company was founded in 2007 and is based in Quebec City, Canada. Okay, so that's the only catalyst that I saw today. Everything else is, gunslinger mode. Donnell called out Son, SONN. Good morning, Drifter. Good morning, Donnell. Son, let's go look at that. Okay, 453. How much volume does this thing have? SONN. It has 12 million shares traded. It's got a lot of competition on the board. It's got to get on up there with that little 12 million. Well, this is what I'm looking at. So basically, it's in a battle between, if we do this, how many things that don't have catalysts, like LDTC is the only one that has a real catalyst here. Everything under this is still outperforming SONN without a catalyst. So let's look at if SONN has a catalyst here. Go back over here. SONN. Sonnet. 26 minutes ago, Sonnet Biotherapeutics announces top-line safety data following successful completion of Sonnet monotherapy dose escalation in phase 1 SB101 trial. And that was 26 minutes ago. Let's go look at what this trial is trying to fix or trying to substantiate. Dose toxicity. Monotherapy patients, and importantly included one patient dosed at MTD who had a partial response. It's crazy. I've been out of the medical field for a minute, and just seeing some of these things that I remember that I just, when I was studying, I was like, man, I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff, man. I hate this stuff. But I still remember it, so it's pretty nice. Let's see what we got. What are you trying to solve? Administer patients. Okay, solid tumors. So a little bit of cancer, cancer related testing here, but they are in phase 1. So I don't know how significant a phase 1 trial this would be. And is this a clinical trial or is this let me see. Dose escalation. Okay. Clinical stage company developing solid tumors, tolerability. Okay, well, I don't know what that one's gonna do. All I know is there's a lot of competition on the board against it. So it's got catalysts. So I do like to focus on the things with catalysts. So I would not count it all the way out. It's up 102% right now, but gotta kind of set up the right way. Okay, LDTC popping up there over 500% now. We have about 15 minutes to the bell, and we can look at this and just see how the extension is. It went from 31 cents all the way up here to $2. And so at what point do you say, okay, this thing needs to pull back, or where can it pull back to? Right now, the point of control is sitting at 131 right here, this little pink looking line there. Don't know if it's going to come back and test that, but we'll see on the open. Let's go look at Sun. Sun had a high up here of 562, and we'll see what that one wants to do. But yeah, that's what we want to look for, is a catalyst first, and then we can kind of just focus on those. It trims down your watch list and gives you a reason to kind of hold into those. But they got to set up first. We'll see what the ATRs are looking like once they open. This one opens up way up here. The ATR is going to be very easy to break that low ATR. Also, looking at the NQ, NQ made a nice move down. It went up and then broke down. I don't like to short the NQ until it's under the ATRs. It is under the ATR right now, but it is Monday morning. So I would not like to get caught in something where it comes down and checks this low right here of the 21,500 and then bounces back up on a little Monday morning spike, if I'm trying to go short. So I'm going to give it time and see what it wants to do down here, and also see how the QQQs and the SPY play along with this, if all of them want to keep this downwards sentiment. All right, LDTC, more wicks up here at the top, right under the $2 here. And then here at 182s coming on down. Let me read some of these chats. Let's see what we got. Also last week, if you guys made any good headway, on any tickers, because I know for last week for me was kind of like rough starting on Monday, because it was a Monday and I got off the stream and I went into a meeting and I was trading during the meeting and things just went sideways. I did have 3 winning trades after that loss though, so that kind of bailed me out. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure that I do not fall into that trap on this morning. Especially, I mean, it's nothing really that has set up well right now. We got a super extended stock, which is LDTC, and then we have one that's trying to build up strength, which is SONN. So between those two, I mean, if they both break down ATR lows, it's just going to be a no trade day for me. But we'll have to see where these ATRs are first. Sun, let's see. Take that off. I did take that off, didn't I? ATR on Sun is. Did I take? I did take that off. Oh boy, where's my ATRs? Okay, let's see what the ATR is now. ATR on Sun is 52 cents. So it moved from $2 all the way up to $5. And we'll see if it wants to, or it's probably going to open up a little bit because of this big move. Maybe it's a 60 cents or 75 cents ATR, but we'll see. It closed last week with 52 cents in ATR though. LDTC coming on down. There's just so much volume here on Monday morning. So much, especially with no catalyst. It's just crazy how much volume is on these, how many people are trapped in these. Almost 100 million, 50 million. Wow. Sun will probably be popping up on this list soon because it's beat out SVMH. It's got 15 million shares and it's beat out Nvidia, so it should be popping up here soon. And so I would see Sun eventually, but still in a major competition with everything else on the board. Actually, let me just refresh this. Current watch. Go to top volume. There it is. All right, so we got 300% movers and Sun trying its hard. Actually, let's go look in the Sun and see a little bit more about their profile as well. Okay, this is Sonic Biopharmaceuticals or Biotherapeutics, my bad. Sonic Biotherapeutics Holdings Inc., a biotechnology company, owns a platform for biologic medicines of single or bifunctional action. The company develops fully human albumin binding technology, which utilizes human single chain antibodies fragment that binds to and hitchhikes on human serum albumin. Okay. And we can see some of the keywords in here: solid tumors, ovarian cancer, non-small cell lung cancer, head and neck cancer. So a lot of cancer-ish type wordplay there in the description. Colorectal cancer. Let's see. This one, the company is headquartered in Princeton, New Jersey. So it's a US-based company. Keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. It wants to play. We got about 10 minutes left to the bell. And the two with catalysts are the ones that are up today. I don't really know what ZO is. I don't think it had a catalyst anyway. A lot of distractions in the market though. Just imagine like this being your first day in the market and you see all of this stuff up and you're like, man, what do I buy? What do I buy? It's got so much volume. Man, if I just buy this, it'll go to the moon. Hmm. Duo getting a little ride up there. I don't think it had anything. Let me see. Duo. Nope. Last news November 7th. That's dead. Keeps trying to get back to this point of control at 130. And if it just crashes right on through that, we know that nobody's really trying to catch this thing out of the open. But it's only a 20-cent fall down there. Duo moving because of Chinese stimulus news. Yeah. I I traded Mara with no catalyst because I was like, man, Bitcoin's going up. I'm getting Mara and it's going to do great. It just traded catalyst stop. Came back and traded that other thing that I traded and made money on it on the same day. Let's see, what was it? It was Mara. This was December 5th. Came back and traded Miji. Made that loss back because Miji actually had catalyst. So yeah, in sentiment stocks, they could be good, but it's just like I rather day trade. A sentiment stock, maybe you can swing it, maybe. Let me see where Mara is now. Where was that day that I traded it? It was this day. It gapped up. Bitcoin was moving up and it flunked. And then it rose back up. Still didn't get back to the level. So I'm glad I stopped out of that and just focus on something else. But really focus on the catalyst first. If those fail, then maybe you can go and look at sentiment plays. But for now, I've taken 9 trades on the month, sitting at 44% accuracy. And just got to get my winners up. That's pretty much it. Six minutes left to the open. Lord Lee says I'm still in Mara. Yeah, I mean Bitcoin ain't looking that bad, but yeah, you probably swing it, not day trading it. Let me see, look at Bitcoin, see where it's at today. Bitcoin sitting right under 100K. Okay. Hmm. Not looking horrible. Let's jump back over to the NQ. It hit this ATR low right here a couple of times, so it tested, failed, tested, failed, tested, failed, tested, failed, but it could easily break through this on this Monday and kind of cut loose. So I want to just take into consideration what levels are being formed. Looks like it held over this 21,600 quite a bit, and then it had a little dip down. So I really don't trust it to the downside right now. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Wait a minute, Lori, you said you've been holding that thing since 16? Wait a minute, wait a minute. 16, like the price 16 is what you were saying? That was down here somewhere. So you are definitely in the good if you've been holding it since 16 down here. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's the kind of way you got to play Mario. Instead of playing it as like a catalyst, just get in it in a dip and, look for it to feed you. So out of the open, I'm gonna watch the biggest mover, which is the one that's up 430 something percent, and see if it wants to get down through this point of control. We have less than 3 minutes left. Yeah, that's some good swinging right there. So what percentage of you all's trades is like day trade versus swing trade versus like, any other type of trading that you do? Like is day trading like 10% of the trading that you do, or is it like, a large amount, or is swinging like the large amount where it's, and not just which one do you do the most, but which one is like the most profitable. Like if you are day trading and you're making like $500 a trade, $1,000 a trade, that may be your most profitable one. But if you're swing trading, you're making that 500 X, Y, and Z. That's your most profitable. So I always wonder that, like, what percentage of activity is the thing that you focus on the most? Day trading is about 10 to 40% depending on the day. Yeah. And momentum, yeah. Yeah. Mine, like I have crypto that I haven't looked at. Well, I look at it at the end of each year pretty much. Sometimes I go and look at it a little bit more, like when Bitcoin was going up this time, trying to get some little buys in and stuff like that. But that's like long, like I never look over there. I just stake it and I'm just like, whatever. But it's doing good. It's just going up. I'm getting my staking percentages, which is like, calling back my staking percentages, which is for my Atom, I think it's like 23% APR or something like that. And then my dividends are doing well. So those two, I mean, I just don't really focus. Like I do dividend shopping. Like I'll go out and just see if there's anything good that I can buy. Look for things that are with some good financials that have about 5 years of trade, or not about, more than 5 years of trading, and look for them to be touching those bottoms like gut, which we actually, let me go look at gut real quick, see what it's doing. What are you doing, gut? You're at 545. I bought down here at 540, 500 shares. So just letting that play. It pays a monthly dividend. But we're about to get it open. I'm gonna start off with LDTC. It formed a little bit of a bottom here at 150. Here are the ATRs. ATR high is at 183. ATR low is at 148. And if this one fails ATR low, we'll go and look at something else. ATR low 148. What you got? What you got? Okay, so it's looking like it's going to be in consolidation. Let's do a rotation. Here's Sun, SONN. ATR high is up here at 472. ATR low is at 396. And then it's right above this point of control, which is at 414. But it is still in consolidation. Hadn't made a decision to go up or down yet. Okay, sun going a little bit red. Let's pop over here. Going a little bit red. CO of 94%. Duo hitting that ATR high there. ASST. I'm just swinging through the top 10 movers now. The top 10 volume movers now. Rhyme is gone. RGTI is gone. Some of these not even populating. It's crazy. All right, there's SONN. Threw a little wick down here to $4. Looking pretty okay. Well, hasn't made a decision yet. I'm saying looking pretty okay, but it hasn't made a decision yet. Going up there, the ATR hit right there at 475. Okay, not able to break that yet. Still nice and green though. Has 36 times its normal volume in trading right now on SONN. So definitely somebody's in this thing. It tested ATR highs, but looks like it wants to retest it. We'll see though. Okay. Was not able to break out of that. Okay. ATR low down here is at 393. Let's jump over to LDTC. It tested down to the downside, but now pulling back into consolidation. We'll just switch back and forth between these two since they are the ones with the catalyst. Okay, Sun taking a little drip. And like I said, Sun just has so much competition on the board. Jump back over here to LDTC. Not really doing that much. Okay, let's jump back over to Sun. Yeah, so both of these with catalysts are looking pretty weak. If they break down those ATR lows, you already know they're dead to me. Probably won't be taking a trade today. Coming down to that point of control, slapping through it at the 414, 415. LDTC headed downwards. Oh, I didn't even see the SPY. Hold up. Forgot to look at this. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The SPY being coming down here, hitting this little flat bottom and bouncing back up because of Monday morning. People are very uncertain down here and it can get bought up big. You know, everybody gets like, oh man, this thing looks great. It's under the ATR highs. It's got all of this downwards pressure. But the problem is this is the start of the week and there's always uncertainty on Monday. And so what I didn't want to do is get in here short, looking for it to continue downward and it pops back up on me. Even though it is red on the day, I want to give it time to fail this level completely and come on down. Because it can easily come back up and test, what's this level? 21,600 right here. Come back and test this level. And I want to see it just stay under those ATR lows. See how that bounces up like that? That's what I don't want to be participating in, especially going short. The stock that I would trade to do this is SOXS, which is a inverse of the market. It is up here above ATRs right now, but like I said, this thing can pop back up and this can go right on back down under the ATRs. It's up 2280 right now, but I'm not in love with it. Not in love with it at all. LDTC halted to the downside. Sun, what you got going? Sun still looking okay for sure. If it can start breaking over this 475 as LDTC loses its attraction. There's a little push. There's a, yep. Okay. So we'll see if it can get a body to hold over this. And this one's looking like it could be the circus for today. Getting up there, but I like to see these candles close, like the first 15 minutes, because it can snap either direction. I want to see it close over this. That's some big range though. It went up there to 475 and right back down to 430. So it's a 40-cent drop right there. Back into consolidation. Mm. Okay. All right. Well, LDTC is kind of dead to me. I think Sun is going to be the play right for right now. So I don't know what it wants to do. It hasn't really made a decision. If it chops around here and just goes later on in the day, I'll be ready for it. I want to wait a little bit anyway to make sure it's not going to slam. But Sun will be the probably the number one watch for the day if I take any trades at all. Almost 50 times the norm on SONN. And what I'm talking about over here is the relative volume. So it's 50, it's 49, 50 times a normal day of trading. Oh, looks like it's getting back up there to the ATR highs again and failing. Many touches on that ATR high, but just not able to get that body over it. Anyway, I'm about to go and jump into this morning meeting. And this time I'm not gonna trade during the meeting. I'll come back and see if Sun is playing ball later on in the day. But right now, no trade day for me. None of the catalyst stuff is looking good, so not trying to gamble on it. Let me go look back here at this. So again, this thing is bouncing up. Just horrible. And the thing is, I wouldn't want to go long right here because usually when I go long on SOXL, it's above the green up here. So I'll be going long for it to be above the ATRs and playing higher. So at this point, this setup right here can't go long, even though most people be like, oh, you need to buy the dip. Nah, I want to play the momentum. I want to see it break above the ATR highs and really show me that it can get going. Because it could easily come in here and back into consolidation in here and just sit here all day. And then tomorrow end up wanting to break down. So I don't want to get, like I said, Monday morning, there's uncertainty here. And it popped right on back up here. I would have been all trapped right now. I'd be like, oh my gosh, no, don't do this to me. Don't do this, please. Please don't break the ATR low, and it'll break my ankles here. So just kind of sitting, waiting, and being patient on Monday morning. All right, LDT, C did open up, but I am about to get to this meeting. Duo halted up. You know, Duo didn't have any kind of news or anything, so it's outperforming SONN. So now we have a non-catalyst stock outperforming catalyst stock. What does that mean? Sit on my hands. Sit on my hands, buddy. But anyway, that is it for me today. I got to get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like. If you enjoy the content, definitely subscribe. We have the Discord, which is where we continue the conversations afterwards. I probably won't be in there until like after 9:30 today because I know this meeting's probably gonna go a little bit. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, keep your head on the swivel. It's the beginning of the week. Don't want to take any big losses on Monday morning. You can rewind to kind of see where the ATRs are if you want to get an idea of what I'm looking at during the day because they don't change that much during the day. But But anyway, that is it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.